Are you ready for game 6? You'll love to hear it. The energy has been incredible as we continue on through.
Here we go. Players dropping out already. Everybody looking for their landing zone. Junk Junction, an immediate drop point. Somebody's flying way out over the water. About to cut back for a junk landing potentially. You see a lot of players. People typically avoiding places like Loot Lake. Like I said, fighting the water is not something that a lot of these players want to do. It requires additional materials to build the floor layers up. They can get knocked down pretty easily because you don't often you don't root them too much. So you'll see that relatively sparse, but every competitive match so far has had an even spread. The reason being there, not everybody goes for the hot drops. People know that slow play. You see Tyler's already getting an elimination on Selva with an SMG in the feed. Slow play for something like this. Oh, the C4 play. An early C4 elimination would be rough. No builds from the player that he's up against here, and only one C4 left. It means no elim, and Morgas pays the price. At that point, you land, you get C4 only, and you don't get a tag with it. He should have rotated it away. Had no materials, nothing to fight against it.
He hit him once, and the remote explosive does a flat 70 damage. And that's exactly what he hit him for. Tried to get that second to connect, unfortunately just couldn't.
Just as much as every other match. Now here we go, the start of the engagement. Aiden sitting on a 138 right now. He does have a slurp. I was gonna say I expect him to use it. He almost getting max value out of it. The feed Flower getting an elimination on Jumpman, but Nick Marks, both of them basically the same HP, same shield right now. You have to remember that slurp is slowly ticking, which means Aiden's gonna end up at max HP and shield here in just a second. Nick Marks gonna be at a 50 shield deficit. These players hit their shots, Jack, especially with the loadout that Nick has. You're going to see that pump shotgun, an immediate swap to the blue drum.
And Nick knows exactly where he is in the build, and he's going to stop and just listen. Tags for 20-something. Aiden should still have the HP advantage, and there's the trap. Can't hit the second pump shot, but gets tagged from down low. The remote explosives, though, and Aiden! Aiden again! It's Aiden's towers now.
It might be time for Nick to choose a different drop location. Oh my gosh. It does make me curious.
Every game that Nick has been able to avoid Aiden, he's popped off. But unfortunately for him, Aiden this time goes right back out of it. You see Nick is like, it's just like a mental block for him. He just can't get past Aiden.
And knowing Nick Marks, I mean, we've played with him a number of times. He's going to go back there next match. He's got it. He has to establish dominance. He's one of the most competitive people I've ever met. It's almost the point where he says, I don't even care about winning. You know what?
It's an ego check.
I need to take Tilted back. Being Tilted as well, kind of avoided it going down the feed. And Crashy, a guest caster during day 2, now establishing inside these grand finals. He made his way through, getting an elimination there of his own. Rico, somebody we saw incredibly fast builds from earlier, only sitting on 68 HP. He's got some remote explosive. He's going to try and use it. Tosses it over the top, and so he's going to take the opportunity to push up, catching himself on a build. Almost fell the drop down a second time, still catching himself. He's trying to get a top-down view of his opponent here. Traps him inside. The edit, the fast edit, the shotgun. You hear the trap go out. Dodges the trap damage, making it away, getting the elimination.
There's so much going through in the thought process right there. So he's trying to edit. The second you hear the trap go down, you have about half a second to react and get to the opposite side of that build to dodge the trap. He does just that, also finishes the elim. As we swap over to Tempo, he just secured his first elim of the game.
He'd hear him, he heard the shield being used, so he decided that was the time to push, but his opponent got the wall block in place in time.
He's backing on up, backing on up. Expect Fuzzy to use these minis to get as much HP as possible. So keep the high ground on Landjock. Brilliant pyramid block as well. And with the double barrel, you'd think at some point he's going to go for it, and I think this is exactly it, right? Just make the call to push on in, get close range. Maybe break that down, take command, and yeah, there's the build. Can't get the engagement victory as of yet.
Kind of the head shake there. Oh, and Landjock catches him off guard. Right as he was going for the edit, Landjock was inside and said, okay, you're going to try and open this door. I'm going to open this side. I'm going to back on you. I'm going to rotate out and get a different angle and catch you off guard, and it worked.
Looks like Aiden's got another challenger in his towers. He's going to keep on rotating, but no, here's shots behind him, and this is typical Aiden. Wants to push towards it, gets aggressive, going for the high ground. And the new building, because of all the pallets inside that new building, it lets you leave tilted with max materials. That used to never be the case.
He's sitting on a ton there. This loadout is incredible for mid-game, too. Even mid to late game. He has, I mean, honestly, a ton of ammunition. 200 rounds is quite a bit. Here, the middle of Loot Lake. We haven't seen too many fights happen here. Players kind of avoiding it, but Lasky's landed up top. He's getting sprayed down. Has to catch himself on the way down, and he does so successfully. A very well-timed jump.
Spraying with that SMG. Look at his ammo count, though. Once he reloads this, basically has a clip and a half left.
Much further inside his zone. There's a couple different ways that people build the structures. There's one with a, you know, bouncing up a bounce pad into an arch, knocks you down into the launch pad. That one right there even faster. You put them right next to each other and run up at an angle, the 45-degree angle into the bounce, and will shoot you right onto it.
This is now Aiden versus Sap, teammates from Ghost. Beautiful pyramid block from Aiden as he's now got the high ground on Sap. Tries to pop a mini, but nearly falls off that. He drops right down, resets. It's not his structure, so he'll have to place a floor. Just like that, he's set for the moment. Or maybe not. Uh-oh, he's lost the build. He lost the wall. Look at how fast he edits on controller, man. It is absolutely insane.
Yeah, actually, there's
no traps, though. He's gonna go for it. There's the quick edit.
85.
The spray! Aiden takes down Sap. And he looked to smile. He knows we're keeping an eye on him, man.
He was facing, and he used the pyramid inside the structure he was on to line of sight, kind of crouch behind it like it's a mini hill. That kind of awareness of the surfaces around you is incredible.
He said, I just received word from production that he looked at the camera and said, I'm sorry, I love you. Speaking about his teammate there.
Max trying to wall off here. Ooh, big shot through. That double barrel catches Snoop. Look at the look at his face, too. Wow.
With all the shields and the slurp that's there, he should actually get the full.
And just because of the rotation of the storm and when it started to move, it seems like preparedness is higher on people's list.
So he's fine right here, and he's got a med kit, so he can literally gatekeep the zone, but from like the opposite side. He's more than happy to just sit in this right now and play for this limb just below him. There's two players here. I actually love this decision from Aircool. Yeah. These players have no choice.
And Jock taking Bizzle out. A snipe 44 meters. You heard the shotgun blast inside, which means these two underneath. Aircool did run into each other, but no elimination yet. There's still two people there. He saw his opportunity to get at least one of them. Mac goes down to see the shots from above. Aircool trying to be the fourth player, the fifth player here. Depending on how you look at it, the Storm's still taking damage on these players too. 10 into the feed, getting in another elimination. He's deciding to use the med kit right now.
He's investing everything. Longer. He's investing everything into getting this elim right now. Oh, that player, I think tried to bounce. I think that player tried to launch pad, but had the traps out instead, and they just lost to the Storm. He's been here the whole time. Yeah, he'll loot whatever materials and stuff he can get, but unfortunately, no elim to show for it. Here's Prodigy Aces in a little engagement versus Saint, and that's why the swap weapon is so key. Swaps to the full spray assault rifle and gets the elim there. Oh, waits. Third parties that fight with the AR shots from range.
Now, currently, in terms of players in this match, JMock's the only one with 3 eliminations that does get him 1 point. It's 3 total on the day. Landjock and Vide are both sitting on 2, 1 elimination away from a single point. We do have 50 players. Half the field is still alive, which means nobody's even remotely close to that top 10 just yet to try and secure those points. You're going to see players not necessarily waiting the last second to push them, because that if eliminations are an opportunity. It all depends on how many they have. Vide right now is sitting on 2. He needs 1 more. This is Aiden just moments ago. 2 eliminations of his own, looking to secure a third and try and get another point here. The edits, misses one, just barely edits through. Ooh. Does not catch Nice. Enough with that, but Nice gets the elimination to Aiden.
I feel like Aiden has become a crowd favorite here. Nick.
Emad and Gorilla are also going to end up engaging each other, so you'll have 3 players right here. There you go, the impulse. He's going to try and make a move away. He doesn't want to fight this necessarily just yet. 2 players now, Landjock and JMock, both with 3 eliminations, a point apiece. Vine sitting on 2. Everybody else that's still in this, 1 or less. kind of the first place spot is anybody's up for grabs. If any of these players take advantage of the situation, they can pass Morgoth in points very easily just from this game alone.
Everyone is sitting still. It's like they've called for a truce at the moment. Top Boy has a brilliant amount of materials as well.
It's been a minute 20 since the last elimination. It's funny you mentioned.
With 45 players left still.
Look at the circle. Look at the circle. Now's the time. Let's figure out what direction it's going to go. Everybody's kind of got that centered southeast section of it. Not a big rotation for everybody, but so many players that you're going to run into at least one person while you're moving.
Well, Swooji, you saw staying alive. Turkey Lips finally breaks the clock. Minute and 40 plus seconds between the limbs right there. Phase Replays is running around. Doesn't want to get a fight with the player up on the hill. There's Jay Cuddy right next door. Replays building out his little huts. Trying to stay alive. Liquid Chap still in this game with 0 limbs.
Tfue still in here as well.
Alongside 72 hours with 1 limb.
Almost looks like Replays for a moment there took his hands and off his keyboard and mouse to say, I don't even need to move. Joystick building up on top.
Joystick, brother of famed esports superstar Pac-Man. There's the limb right there.
Nate Hill looking to put on a good show. Second place right now overall. Trying to get any damage he can on anybody.
You know he's doesn't have the inventory he wants when he's still got a gray pistol.
Oh, yeah.
This late in the game. I mean, look at his inventory.
Materials aren't too bad, but no shield. Only bandages left and 95 HP.
He needs like a huge limb right now. And with 0 limbs, he's basically had all he has is a spawn loot. There's another elimination for Wheats, putting him at 3, which will give him a point to move on up the scoreboard. Reminder, this is not our last game. Yes, it's our 6th game, but we have added a bonus game 7.
Placement.
He made it so far right there without taking any damage and without any shields or healing. Every little bit of health helps.
33 left, 30 seconds until the next zone move. Tfue is very safe here. You see Nate Hill got an elimination in the feed there. That is his first of this match. Air cool underneath. The layers are starting to happen. Tfue's going to try and take some peeks. Anytime he hears shots, you see he starts to edit some holes out. He wants to take a look to see if he can spot somebody while still not playing too aggressively, not playing outside of his position. He's safe right here. He's right at the edge of the zone. Yep. And look at the wide angle shot of everybody stacked up, basically smack dab in the middle. But you have players all the way down the hill already at the bottom. Ilchay's far on the outside. Crunch rotating in your bottom right. J-Mock flying in the heavy shotgun.
Down low as well. Sean, how high up are you, my friend?
Still going, too. He's got a kind of a double layer tower there.
Can we get a perspective of Sean, please, just to see this high ground he currently has? Because he is building so high up. He's not even in the camera.
A ridiculous number of players left. 30 in the zone. We got the next move coming in soon. Tfue's getting shot as he rotates. 24 seconds left. Trying to wall himself in. He's starting to look pretty low on ammunition. 31 shotgun shells. 58 medium ammo to his name. Tempo gets crunched there. You see in the feed in the bottom left. 28 players, 8 seconds. Courage. It's almost go time. It's
Phase Replays, Phase J-Mock, and Phase Tfue all in this little box area.
Only 4 of these players currently have 3 points that are still left alive, but we're going to see a number of eliminations come out here in just 1 second. J-Mock is another elimination on base soldier doing the rotation. Tfue and Replays literally side by side as Tfue's trying to push away. Replays might push for the elimination, having the top down advantage. Tfue falls 38 HP, almost gets caught off guard by his
He's still not safe.
Replays still not safe there.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Tfue again gets caught in the storm. Nate Hill with another elimination. That puts him up to, I believe, 3 as well before he's elimed.
So quickly we went from basically 26 players roughly alive to 9. J-Mock, everybody that's left right now does get a point. 1 point, yes, just based on placement alone. That's 5 total for Landjock. He's at 3 limbs. Yep. Turkey Lips, 3 points total and 3 limbs right now in this match.
72 hours is still alive as well.
Turkey Lips has a top down on everybody.
Yep, he's big chilling right now. Landjock tags down to just 38 health, runs into the storm for a second. It's Jay Cuddy with the elim. Turkey Lips just playing this high ground. Bolt Naga Ops is still in this too. Our winner from last game, that's his first elim.
We could see our first back-to-back victory royale from any player here.
And look, he's waiting for the crate. Look at him. He's waiting for the crate. What will he get? Something good? Maybe a little present? Oh, the Chug Jug fell. He couldn't grab the Chug Jug in time. It's okay, don't worry. Oh, what?
So many players in one box.
What? Everyone was there. And the game's over.
He went from 6 to 1 in a second.
How do I even cast that? It went from 6 to 1 instantly. Hey guys.
Literally everyone in the same 2 squares. You see the look on Turkey Lips' face too. The reaction to that.
Look at this.
72 hours getting shots on 10s on rotation in. Just trying to get literally anything they can.
Final game. Our standings a look more Goss tied in points with Nate Hill, but due to the Victory Royale, wins the tiebreak currently. Liquid 72 hours in that 5th spot, Liquid Poach in that 6th spot. You also see Sean was taken. Solid performance here. Nick Merckx actually dropped from 8th down to 14th. He's just below Aiden, who's actually got the most elims on this front page at 18.
Very close to 20. He's got 1 game left, maybe 2 more. We could see our first 20 elimination player, but a lot of these players putting up.
You saw Chap there, a quiet game from him so far. Only, 1 elim with 3 points. This is it, folks. Our prize pool breakdown one final time. $225,000 for first and the title of Summer Skirmish Champion.
Now top 5.
At this point,
top 5 is 6 figures regardless, and just making it to the grand finals,
yep.
Jack, is $5,000 minimum.